This game will start with a throw on first down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey. 70, step away.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Robinson. He'll get about 2, and Dylan Morrison there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
60 Bison.
Another run here for Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcons first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Panther 60.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And here's Bijan. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
It seems across the league, Mike, that there's really 2 types of teams off the bye. There's the teams that are still on vacation, and it takes them a little while to get back into playing shape. And then there's the teams that come out hot. And I'm not sure anyone really understands how to handle the bye better than others, but for this unit here, that is probably as good as they could have hoped. They had a clear plan, well executed. Now they have the ability for the rest of the game to play with a lead.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 set.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
Black, 95. Ready.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be 3rd down. On the option, here's Robinson. Big opening up the middle. Bijan Robinson. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, They've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 now from the 36.
Blue check. Let's go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 27-yard line.
37.
A big-time run there by Hall. 37 yards.
27-yard line.
Ready?
We are through one. 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second Buccaneers in possession of the football, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Drill green. Claw, 10, red, sight, shot, 17, red, right, white. Set, go.
Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
2nd and inches.
Here we go. 52 blue. Hut.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he is out of bounds. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal. It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Ready?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. A safe kick taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the jump.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
7 Here we go. Here we go. Go check. Go check. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready?
And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A gain of 16
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Falcons.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. The extra point is good. And the Falcons extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we sit. Mega. 33. Fury. Drill green. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed, so they'll have to pick it up on third down.
Seal. Black. Down. Black. Next clause red. Red. Smash. Red. Set.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Flight blue. Ready, ready.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within one score. It is an 8-point game.
Buccaneers 13. Daniel Carlson.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pass the 50, pass the 50. Pass the 80.
Now Robinson. Into the secondary, past the 40. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Pass the 50, pass the 50.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. Cut up. 60.
London brought in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw taken in, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now from the gun. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
19, check, hurt.
Back to the air one more time. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll take this one in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here, ready?
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Finding room across midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3.
Here we go. Ready?
Come out of the gun. He'll throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Let's go now. Red, 30, white, drilled green. Hut.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
Buccaneers 20. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Trying the left side, but here's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Panther street. Panther. Let's go. 70.
London brought in motion. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third and long.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Falcons. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back, and once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Blue striker. Set. Slide blue 50. Green. Ready.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Flushed to his left. Going up top. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Roster 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Drill, come on, set. 52 blue. 6, mega. Hey, blue. Right, white.
They'll look to throw again. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? 19, Charger, 19.
Now, this looks like a design run. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Check. Here, set.
On the give, it's Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Hall. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Edo blue. Zoom black. Blue striker. Smash red. Set hut.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
Striker.
Here's 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Red cycle. Claws red. Black shot. Hut.
Back to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Claw 10. Black ultra. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Tampa. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Okay, break. Janet. Fix the eagle. Fix.
He'll look to throw. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Hurt, hurt. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Yards on the play.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have good passing games, you better have a good tight end.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
Buccaneers, 34.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Zach, 22 needle. Right, right, 95. Smash, red. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite cousin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Red, cycle. Here we go. Fury, yellow. Cut, cut.
Again, here's Hall. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set, cut. 60 red. 6 ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown Buccaneers. Carlson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will even the score here in the third.
Daniel Carlson set to kick
So
off.
back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. We'll try the right side with Robinson. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll go again with Robinson. Room to run at the 40. Bijan Robinson. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
Buccaneers 41.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Let's check.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
6. Mega. Drill green.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 52 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Intended for number 24.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll get about 5.
Robinson, ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Hurt. Let's go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hurt.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 50 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Hey, check that. Hiking, 18. Check out.
Now, faking the give. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Falcons. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Ready up. Black Ultra. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack. James Pierce getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
Flight blue. Down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. London brought in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up at 5.
The tackle by Benjamin Morrison.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
At the 41-yard line.
They run over center with Robinson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here's a designed run, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Ready? Ready?
To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field.
On the ready. Go check. Go check. 50 inch. Come on.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll dive forward here. Tack on even more yardage to the end of this one. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in